Peter Bedell for the Courier Mail. The Roosters have secured Queensland Origin star Robert Toia on a 4-year, $2 million upgrade, extending his contract from 2027 to the end of 2029. The move removes Toia from the open market, blocking interest from new NRL clubs Perth and PNG. So Perth come in 2027, PNG in 2028. Some kind of 2025 noddy. He debuts in round 1 versus the Broncos. He got a shock Queensland Origin call-up just 10 games into his career. Starred in a series win, named NRL Rookie of the Year, 7 tries in 22 games, and then makes his test debut for Tonga in the Pac Champs.
Yeah, that's right. It was amazing 12 months, or not even 12 months really, was it, for Robert Toia? He would have been thinking, wonder if I can make first grade for the Sydney Roosters this year. Wonder if I'm a chance of playing 5 games, 10 games. I'd love to sit there and ask him, what was his goals this year? What was his ambitions or hopes for what 2025 would have looked like? But as you said, a breakout season. Just one of those players at such a young age handled State of Origin with comfort. Didn't look out of place. Didn't look like he didn't belong there. And then, as you said, goes off and gets the NRL Rookie of the Year. The Roosters make that late run to try and make the semi-finals as well. They just fall short, but that was on the back of some of these great young players that the Sydney Roosters have developed through their pathways, through spent some time. But what a season for Robert Toia, and he's been rewarded, as you said, with that. He was, obviously 2027 was due to be off contract, and now it's upgraded and extended to the end of 2029. So great deal I think it's a great deal for both parties.
Yeah.
Roosters will be happy to have him, with Marky Mark leaving the end of next year, so they're already an outside back short. They wouldn't want to go, hey, don't want to lose 2 of our strike outside backs at the same time frame. And then obviously for Robert Toia, it's a bit of a pat on the back for how well he went, a reward, and a bit of security now for a number of years from him.
Yep, 4 years, $2 million jumping into the Robert Toia or the Bobby Toia coffers there. Well done, young man, for what's been a fantastic year. In other news, we continue with our transfer news. Suitors are lining up for Rabbitohs star. Off-contract Rabbitohs enforcer Keaon Kalamatangi is reportedly being chased by at least two NRL rivals as he weighs up his future for 2027. The Herald reported that the Raiders will be in the market for Kalamatangi, while Brent Reid revealed that the Eels are set to make a big play for his services. So a couple of teams appear to be in the mix there for Kalamatangi. He played 1 Origin for the Blues and 13 Test matches for Tonga, and now with the Kangaroos.
Well, he's come out and said he wants to be front row, doesn't he? I heard a statement from him saying, I want to lock down a position, and that position is a front rower. So obviously he has played lock, he has played back row, and obviously probably with where the game's going, with the speed of the game, his athleticism, well, not his athleticism, but his ability to play big minutes. He can offload, he can be a tough carrier. To cement down that position, as you said. If you talk about the Canberra Raiders, Joel mentioned here about that they want to buy Kalamatangi, they've obviously also got a really physical forward pack. So this suits how the Canberra Raiders play. And there's some reports also for the end of next year, Kobe Black could be on the radar for the Canberra Raiders as well.
That's done.
That's done deal already.
Done, mate. Yep, he'll go at the end of next year. Ethan Sanders. Yep.
And Kobe Black.
Yep.
Will be there. Youngish spine,
yep,
but with all this great experience around him.
The drip feeding continues when it comes to the NRL draw, and this time we wake up to the Magic Round being announced with the AI getting amongst this. The Canadian Boffins have been given the bullet, so they're gone, and AI have chosen these particular fixtures. It starts on the 14th of May. You've got the second game of the Women's State of Origin, so similar to what they've done the last year or so at Suncorp Stadium. Then Friday, the doubleheader. Sharks take on the Bulldogs. Sharkies and the Bulldogs. That'll be big there to kick off Magic Round in the men. Rabbitohs and the Dolphins. So it is Wayne Bennett, who he also takes them on in round 1, Noddy.
Wow, how good, yeah. And obviously then you got, as you said, Wayne going back there with South Sydney against the Dolphins. If they can keep players injury-free next year, I'd love to see where the Dolphins can take their side to.
100%. Now, the biggest story, folks, to come out of Saturday the 16th of May is Brett Kamali returns to take on the West Tigers.
I won't be a part of that. It's got nothing to do with Brett Kamali. Joel Kane, stop making headlines, bits and pieces. But, yeah, the West Tigers will take on the Seagulls at 3 o'clock on the Saturday game. Roosters will take on the Cowboys. So there's the Queensland theme.
Reece Robson versus the
first former club. Yeah,
the Cowboys.
Will that be the first time he plays against his former club?
Maybe. We don't know. The AI Buffins haven't shared it all yet.
And then obviously the Eels will play the Melbourne Storm at 7:45 to end the Saturday party night, they call it, don't they?
They do, yeah. And then Survival Sunday, they call it. Titans versus the Knights at 2 o'clock. Titans versus the Knights. So that's Holbrook against his old team, the Gold Coast Titans. Warriors and the Broncos. Reece Walsh against his former team, the Warriors. But, of course, I still don't know. And I think in the AFL, Noddy, when they have the gather round,
yep.
I think and one of the Jimmy might have been sharing it today. Pretty sure the Adelaide teams, it's a home game for them. I think it's a joke that the Broncos and the Dolphins, the Broncos and the Dolphins, are both having away games at Suncorp.
That's right. So they're not losing a home game.
No.
But the opposition teams, they are losing a home game. So does that mean the Broncos and the Dolphins, for example, get 13 home games and the others get 11 or something like that?
Well, that's exactly right. So in the case of the Rabbitohs, they would be at the very least reduced to 11 because their home game, and exactly right, the Dolphins have got 13. So I don't know why I understand why. It's the clubs putting their hand up saying, no, we'll take the cash.
Yeah.
But it's so hard to make the top 8, and clubs can't whinge about draws and stuff when they're opting to go to Brisbane and use a home game.
100%, Joel. And as you said, the closeness of the competition now, this year was the best competition we've had, I think, for a long, long time or ever in who's going to make the 8, the ability for sides to make the 8, the closeness of the comp. That's only going to get tighter next year as well.
Yep.
It'll get closer and closer with the teams improving their salary caps, their training modules, the recruitment of players, coaching members change. But, yeah, you agree. You can't whinge at the end of the year and go, hey, we didn't make the finals when you actually elect to give a home game away to be commercially viable. And if you talk about a Warriors team, they have sellouts at home every day.
Yeah.
They're losing that for this game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And then you draw, not only are you giving up a home game, you're giving it to the actual hosts, the Broncos. I get the short-term gain of trying to get the money there.
You know what? We've just got a text message, and the text message has come in from our man Jimmy Smith.
Yep.
He's just helping us here. AFL Gather Round is an extra game. So basically gone from having 11 home and 11 away to a 23-game competition.
Okay,
so they don't lose their experience of a home game. But in the NRL still, we do.
Shortly, but in the meantime, just imagine, folks, that you wanted to play 1 first-grade games. And you end up paying $349 and you score 180 tries. First-class tries. That's up there with Billy Slater. That's it, to give you an idea. I'm talking about the great Stephen Beaver Menzies. How are you, Beav?
G'day, boys. How we doing?
180 tries, Beaver.
180 tries. There's a couple of secrets behind it, but I don't want to give them all away too early.
Have you ever, you're in the home loan game these days?
Yes.
Right, Menzies Financial?
Menzies Finance.
Menzies
Come and see
Finance.
me. Lowest rates in Australia. I'm the best bloke.
Have you ever done an ad for Menzies Finance with Cliffy Lyons?
No, but that's a great...
Why would you not have an ad with him doing it? And him coming in, like, you're interviewing a client. So I've already thought about this pitch. You're interviewing a client, and then all of a sudden... in comes Cliffy with the paperwork and say, here you go.
Short ball.
Yeah,
short ball.
Or drop underneath.
He
just late drop ball.
Cliffy's run across. I just drop underneath with a little...
Yeah, with a bit of paperwork.
With a little bit of an interest rate drop.
Yep.
Boom, pass that to a client.
Correct.
Joel, you always come up with these great ideas, don't you?
Surely AI, we can get AI to make that, can't we?
Well, mate, AI can do anything. Did you know AI, there was a lady in America who, she had created a persona, right? And the persona, she had pretty much cloned her husband. And the reason she did that, she would teach herself how to speak to the persona of her husband because she always wanted to go to Disneyland with the kids, but he'd always say no. So she kept doing this with the persona and it kept saying no until she worked it out. And then the persona said, yes, I'll take you to Disneyland. She tried the same approach with her husband and he said yes also.
Really?
So she practiced a way of wearing him down or getting the wording to say how he'll answer the question. Yes, darling, I'll take you to Disneyland.
Yep.
What about this for stats? You love your stats, right?
Mm.
So we've got here 30 Origins, 37 Test matches, 2 World Cups, 3 Premierships, and 655. How many first-grade games?
349.
No, you.
Me? Yeah. They're not my stats.
No, we're all here together. We're throwing 1,000 out here.
I'm about 197. 97.
Well, there we go.
Yeah,
This is a good table.
It's a good table.
We've got everything covered here.
Yeah.
We've got some hard workers
Yeah.
to the left, me.
Yes.
People not looking.
I'm curious
some ball
about-
skills and
Yeah.
some speed at the
Some
back.
speed and goal and,
Thank you.
and kicked goals from anywhere.
Yeah,
Goal kick.
I've had a bit too much speed to the buffet in recent times, but that's fine. Hey, Noddy or Beaver, you would have done an Ashes tour. Did you? Have you done an Ashes trip or not? Did you?
Yeah, we went to twice England. So we did 94 kangaroo tour. We were there
Yeah.
for 10 weeks.
Yeah, kangaroo tour. Would you do that, Nod?
No, I'm not quite that old. 97 was my first Super League test.
So
tour.
94, you did the tour.
94, we had 8 weeks in England, 2 weeks in France. In 95 World Cup, we went back.
Yeah.
It was maybe another 6 weeks.
Yeah. Did you love that time over there? You would have been a baby, wouldn't you? 94.
94, I was 20, turned 21 in France in
Wow.
December. But it was because you're over there, and obviously they were playing in their winter, so opposite. So you're going over there, the midweek games, and
Yep.
you're playing them. It was just a great time, and they loved it. They loved it. You're playing England, and the crowds are 2 metres from the sideline,
Yeah.
they're shouting at you, and they're singing songs, and you go into the dressing sheds, and like. Our desk is the size of the dressing shed. It was a castle for the side
Did
of
you
the
have to
shed.
duck sometimes in those
Side-
little sheds?
The side of the shed would come down, so you're sitting on the seats and you got to hunch over.
At the
'cause-
jungle.
Yeah, but it's
Salford, you played Salford,
yeah,
similar?
yeah,
Willows?
yeah. It's just got atmosphere, and they love the game. And you're walking around, and back then, if you had a training shirt, they'd be swamping you to. You go with a sheriff. Do you remember the old sheriff?
Yeah.
He'd take it as soon as you get to Leeds or wherever we born, he'd get all his gear. He'd have all his training shirts and singlets. And hey, boys, sign this. He'd be straight up to Leeds. He'd be swapping it for, he'd be getting boots and clothes. And he'd be getting watches.
The Mad Barterer.
Yeah. But
Wow.
they would do anything to get a training shirt for the Aussie team to come over. It was good fun.
Yeah.
Did you go on another tour after the 95 World Cup, or was that your last time back to England?
No, I played for Australia, bits and pieces, but never. I think New Zealand, but never back to England. No.
What about your experience when you went over there from a different point of view? Played all your NRL football here for a long time for Manly and a little bit for the Northern Eagles, a couple of premierships, but then you go to Bradford and Catalans. What was that experience like at the end of your career?
Yeah, it was pretty cool as well. So it was obviously 2 years at Bradford. So we didn't make the top 8 or top 6, or we weren't really contenders, sort of hanging around.
What happened to Bradford? They were a powerhouse there for a while.
Yeah, I think 05 they won it all. Right?
Yeah.
04, 05, 06,
The
they
Paul
were
brothers,
machines.
Robbie and Henry
Yeah,
Paul, were the kings.
They just left, and Leon Price, and then I think who were the couple of front rowers?
Oh, they had Dana Colo.
They were weapons. They
Yeah.
had a great side, and we sort of got there. And
Peacock, I think it was.
financially,
Yeah.
they were doing it a bit tough. But Odsal Stadium, you've played Odsal Stadium, it's like a crater.
Yeah.
So you'd go down, it'd be like 150 stairs to get to the ground,
Yeah, that's
down in
right.
this crater. You'd finish training, you walk to the top, you're knackered. But it's just got, and the corners of the ground,
Yeah.
you'd hit the side of the fence, and it was just had an atmosphere.
Oh,
you know.
fantastic.
But all the crowds are very passionate about, they love me, very kind to me. Even when I went 2 years there, didn't have great success, but the crowds were very nice to me. Signed for Catalans, go over there, coming back to Bradford, I'm a bit nervous.
Yep.
What are they going to rip it? They're
Yeah.
pretty brutal.
Yeah.
And I come out and they they were
Really?
just,
Awesome.
But then you go to France, and obviously my wife and the kids were over there. My son was too small to go to school, but my daughter was, she was going to French school, so they still do siesta over there. So 2 hours.
I know. How good
Yeah,
is
so
it?
south of France, down Perpignan. So we're living down there, and we're cruising around and eating baguettes, and it was good fun. But we'd have to drop our daughter at 9 o'clock at school, pick her up at 12, take her home till 2 o'clock, drop her back at 2, pick her up at 5. Because 2 hours they still had siesta, and she's coming home speaking French. It was so, you're driving on the wrong side of the road.
I know.
Just fully immersed in this culture. And there's Sundays a lot of the shops in town are still closed because that's family time.
Yep.
And you just you come back. So I brought so many things back from there that I just think they do right. It's shops shut down, and they say this is how we live, and we work around those times of family and living. And you come back here, and everyone's up at 6 in the morning, you're out, and you come home at 6 or 7 at night, you see the kids for 2 minutes, And I just think, like, are we doing this right? Or do they have, is that what life's meant to be like? You know what I mean? This is, we're going to work, but it's not, you don't not spite, but you don't push everything aside for the
better work-life balance.
Yeah, that's right.
So, and even the night times, Beaver, so we literally turned up at Toulouse, Kobe, myself, and our eldest daughter, and let's go get something to eat. And everything was shut.
Well, 8 o'clock,
at
no
lunchtime.
one would be there.
At lunchtime.
Oh, lunchtime.
Yeah, around lunchtime, like siesta.
Yes.
It was just ghost town.
But then you turn up at night, let's go to a restaurant, you turn up at 8 o'clock, and they go, well, what are you doing here? Like, no one starts eating till 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
It's just, and then they don't get up early. There's not a breakfast culture.
No.
So they get up and have a ciggy and have an espresso and off you go.
Yeah.
But just the way they live is...
Yeah, right.
It's good.
Yeah.
You get into it. And another thing that obviously Trent Robinson, it was his first head coaching job.
Right.
Robert. So he was obviously, I think he was assistant. He was at the Roosters and done a lot of coaching. That was his first full-time head coaching job. And he sort of brought, there was like maybe 8 or 10 Aussies, Kiwis, Islanders. So come into the room, boys. Like, obviously, we're in France. It's their culture. There's going to be things that you're not used to doing, but that's how they do it. Like, I'm going to do it. And one of the customs that they do every day, when you come to training, you've got to shake hands with everyone.
That's right.
Everyone. Ça va?
Yeah.
And you can't just go, hey boy, you turn up late to a video.
That's right.
And everyone's in there. You can't just go, hey boys, ça va? Ça va? And at the start you go, well, what is this? And then you get connections. You do that every day with your teammates, and then you'll have like a handshake with one, and because he can't speak English and I can't speak but you have a connection with a person every day that's in your team, and you grow strong. Like, it's good. So if I turn up to an event or something, I will physically make contact with. It's just little things like this. They do some cool things.
Well, I understand, boys, the Sharks do that. So say, for example, one of you two went down there. Every player would go up to you and say, hey, Noddy, how you going, mate?
Joel,
every player would go up and say that.
And it's, if it's forced, it's hard, but it was part of their culture. And you go, mate, he's over there. Hey, yo, Teza, how you going, mate?
Yeah.
Jean-Phi. No, you've got to go say, otherwise,
And I've done
works,
that. When I tell you what it works for. It works for punctuality. Like, you don't want to be late.
Oh.
You can't discreetly go into a room.
You got just got you guys.
Yeah. You can't, because you got to go over and say hello to everyone.
Right.
And I'll tell you another little story. So obviously they got the double kiss.
Yeah.
So that's just, so you can do the double kiss to blokes, but that means you're really, really good friends.
Yes.
So I didn't have any double kisses, and actually to this day, I told Matty Ballon this story. So whenever I see him, since coming back from France, I give him the double kiss.
Yep.
And I walk into a room, say he's here, and as soon as I see him over there, I'm thinking, who's here? Hey, Matty, and give him a double kiss. But when I was over there was a couple of guys on the board, and they were twins.
Yeah.
And we'd had a few drinks one night, and I was drinking. And for some reason, I'd give one of these dudes the double kiss. Then tomorrow, like, when I see this guy again, am I going to recognise him?
Are we still double kisses?
Double kisses, but I didn't know which one it was. Because if you double kiss and then you stop the double kiss, it's like offensive. What have I done?
Yeah, that's right.
So then I didn't do another double kiss. I don't know how that went down, but it's tough.
The first time I went to Beaver's house, like, Beaver used to bring the boys over for cards, be the team, like, look after the environment of the players and make sure the culture was very good. You must have had the French lifestyle then, because you had nothing in your fridge. Nothing in your cupboard. You did no shopping at all. You had a glass of water maybe in the fridge for everyone just to share.
There wasn't much in there. I'm filthy on this, and I can't remember who threw it out. I had a jar of cream cheese from like 1998. It had been in like 13 years. Don't throw that thing. Someone's come in and thrown it out.
Oh, no.
It was just like
That was your good luck thing, was it? Or was it superstitious? Or?
I don't know why I was in there, but I just didn't want to chuck it out.
It never smelt outside because it was so contained.
No one opened it. It was just there. It was new, it was fresh, but it was in there.
So there's a lot of groceries in there, Joel.
It's been here for 12 years. Do not throw that out. Keep that in there.
Tell us, Beef, it's a famous story, and we need to get to the bottom whether it's true, the legitimacy of it. Like Super League, and we can talk about R360, but the story goes that your mother is cleaning your house, and there's a $70,000 cheque from Super League or ARL in your case.
No.
Not cash in. Is that true? Do you know that story?
No. It was maybe, it wasn't a Super League one. It was like a $20,000 one. I was stuck on the fridge.
Right, I'm stuck on the fridge.
Yeah, for maybe a couple of months.
Right.
But that's all it is.
And then Mum just said, "Are you going to cash this in or what?" Like that's all it was.
Oh, what is that? Yeah, that was there a couple of months. People exaggerate and it grows. And I did find a couple of. When I used to wear the headgear, I had I think I got paid $2,500 a year for 2 years to wear the Albion.
Yeah.
And I didn't think they had much money, and this was big. But I did have. I think it was 6 months old. There was one of those $2,500 checks that were in the glove box. I was looking for something. Yo, that's $2,500.
Gee, if you find a 20 in your pocket, I'm happy with that.
Yeah. You're talking to Steve Menzies here.
Yeah,
That's why he's in the finance.
Whoa.
Yeah.
There's better champs than me. Desi Hasler's one of them, but Desi's not here to defend himself.
So the story goes with Desi. Similar to your cheese, didn't he hold on to one shoe for about 10 years?
Oh, do you want you know the Doc Martin shoe story?
Yeah.
It's a long story, and I keep telling this everywhere I go. Surely everyone's heard it.
Yeah.
So Desi, I reckon in 1992, I got a New South Wales Blue for rugby league. Desi presented it, wasn't playing first grade. He was wearing these brown Doc Martin shoes. Fast forward 7 years, 5, 6 years, maybe longer than that. Desi's played with Desi, still had the brown Doc Martens. Desi's now the coach.
Yep.
We go play on the Gold Coast. We come back, and these brown Doc Martens are famous. Mate, they're so old. Get rid of them. No. So anyway, we play the Gold Coast. We come back, and all the boys are standing there, and the first bag comes around, and the zipper's like...
Oh, on the
carousel. The carousel. And the zipper's there, and the brown Doc Marten shoes just like poking out.
Oh, it's like, pick me up, Stephen, pick me up.
No, it wasn't me. So I don't do that. So anyway, the brown Doc Marten shoe goes missing.
A shoe
goes missing.
Yeah.
Desi turns up Monday trainer. Come on, boys. Funny joke. Who's got the shoe? Come on. Give it in. No one says anything. You know. All right, on the line, ball, a few hundreds. Anyway, so the next day comes round, and we're out there training, and a trainer walks out. He's got like an envelope. Desi goes, "Oh, what's this?" Got Desi's name on the front. Desi opens the envelope and sees what it is. Calls the boys in. Come in. It's a ransom note. It says, "Des, we have you," and it was cut out from letters from a magazine. It is immaculate.
Yeah.
It's like the big and the small letters. It's like, "Des, we have your shoe. Give us $300 to the players fund or else." I'll not stand for this. This is blackmail. Who was it? No one says anything. On the line, more sprints. Anyway, we go home for train. Next day, we come back. We're out there running around, trained again. The trainer starts walking out. Before Desi sees, the trainer's got another letter. "Boys, come in. Like he loves this stuff. That's part of his attack. Like he's so good at this. "Come in, boys, come in. And he opens another immaculate ransom note cut out with letters stuck on. It says, "Listen here, Des, we make the rules. Give us the cash or else." And one of his shoelaces was cut in half.
That's a real threat now.
He's going, "That's my shoelace."
You don't want us to hurt your child.
Anyway, so who's got a blah, blah, blah. No one says a few more sprints. Nothing happens for another week or so, and every now and then there'd be a few photos, and there was 3 people with balaclavas on, and there'd be a photo with the shoe, and they've got a knife to it, and another one with a lighter to it. Anyway, so fast forward, nothing happens. Fast forward, I get another 4 or 5 years later. I get married. Nick Cossa's my best man.
So did Nick bring the shoe for Des then, or no?
So he's up there doing the best man speech, and everyone knows the shoe story. They're all pretty. Anyway, he's up there and he says, speech. And I've got something to admit. I was involved. And he produces the Doc Marten shoe.
The rooms go up.
He goes, I was laughing. He goes, it was myself, Steve Menzies and John Hopewadi and blah, blah, blah. And everyone's laughing, and he's got the shoe, and everyone sort of simmers down, and as soon as everyone stops, Desi stands up and goes, "No, I only threw the other one out last week."